Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready. 52. Mike 52. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And incomplete to open things up.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Jones now throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Jones operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48, and the Lions will take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up. Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, wahoo. 10's the mic, 10's the mic. Man, I got you, man, I got you.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. 10, Mike 10. I got it. Smooth. Get it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
2nd and 9 now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Mecole Hardman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're doing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Get it.
Now Jones. Off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing Jones. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. He gets it to Brown, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 17-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Watch the run, watch the run. Tight end right. You got 3 down.
Jones now operating from the gun. This will be caught by Brown. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Looking to throw. Jones. And he rifles one incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey. We got 3 down.
On the jet sweep, here's Harry. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Bradley Chubb. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And his kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Hey, Delta. Mike 10, Mike 10. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, hey, watch this, watch this. Slam, slam, slam. Check, 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 check.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, it's our house. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Show it up, show it up. 10's the mic, 10's the mic. You ain't going nowhere. Mike 10, Mike 10, Mike 10, Mike 10. 5.
He'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 36, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Check 52, check 3, check 3. Hey, Alpha. Ready.
Looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw again on second down. Jones, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Jones to throw on third down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey, box truck.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again on second down. Jones, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go. Mike 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. He got 29 yards that time. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Geis, they'll try to run him. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught left side by Hardman. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Towards the end zone for Brown, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now Jones, throwing again on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. The gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On first down, Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Pollard going to try the right side, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
52. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Geis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, it's McBride. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Geis. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
X3, 218, chop it. Check 4. Check. Hey, alert 3.
Now. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Darius Marcus Geis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones operating from the gun. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On 2nd and 9. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Jones on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
On the double.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Run for Pollard. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Get ready. Get ready. Hey, we got Mike T right here, guys. Mike T. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Got it.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The Jets have scored again. They're really opening it up now. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Fair. He's checking crowd.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys who wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. They've got his man complete. 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's go, team. Big series. Let's go.
To throw again. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time that happened, the guy that threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity when the ball